Spitfires and Fireflies of the aircraft carrier HMS Triumph provided Britain's earliest contribution to the United Nations forces operating against the North Koreans. Flying in from sea together with aircraft from the American carrier Valley Forge, they've been making many strikes against important targets in communist-held territory. With Britain's Far Eastern land forces fully committed in Malaya and Hong Kong, air-sea power was nevertheless quickly on the spot to play its part in the conflict. One of Triumph's Fireflies had had its undercarriage damaged over Korea, but made a pretty good landing on, considering its condition. The city of Pyongyang in South Korea gives plenty of evidence that communist bombers had passed. Its rail depot was wrecked by an exploding ammo train blown up by rocket-firing Red aircraft. Thousands of refugees were on the trek southward when these official frontline pictures were taken, and the small American force at that time in action was withdrawing before the overwhelming numbers and superior weapons of the North Korean invaders. As you see, this retreat was orderly and deliberate. The troops were about to take up new positions near the Kum River in an effort to stem the enemy's advance. It was a case of one delaying action after another until adequate reinforcement should arrive. Here they cross a bridge south of Osan, a bridge they blew up as soon as they'd passed over it. American tanks had now arrived, but men, weapons and ammunition were still in very urgent demand. Scenes of actual battle were filmed by Gene Zenia, one of our newsreel war correspondents, and they give a good idea of the difficult country in which the Americans have been fighting and a typical skirmish by a forward patrol coming under enemy fire. With willing native assistance, American troops set up a 75mm recoilless anti-tank rifle on a hill overlooking the main road. The plan was to try and knock out enemy armor driving south. Meanwhile, infantry were in action down on the road. Just one incident in a fighting retreat, one crisis in a very critical day on the Korean front. Captives are filmed by